Hello, my fellow beings that go bump in the night. This is Fear the Ghost, and this is actually a Masked Hero deck profile. To start off with, I am running a few odd monsters in the deck. I have Elemental Hero Heat in Wildheart, and that is so I have more options in bringing out Masked Heroes. They're not necessarily bad, but they're not particularly good either. I am running a Cyclone Boomerang because I do have Wildheart. I figured I have Wildheart. I may as well put Cyclone Boomerang in the deck. I do run 3 Shadow Mist. 3 Shadow Mist is really good. I run 3 Bubble Man, 3 Neosalius, 2 Ocean just so I have more of a chance to go into Masked Hero Acid, and 2 Elemental Hero Heat because going into Goka over here isn't really a bad idea. It also opens up plays for form change to get into your other level 6 Masked Heroes. You can change them into Vapor, you can change them into Dark Claw if you need to. And sometimes you don't open up the materials to make Dark Claw. I mean, it's fairly common you do. I am thinking about trading out one of the boomerangs for a Hero Lives. If you don't know what Cyclone Boomerang over here does, you can only equip it to Wildheart. It gains 500 attack, putting Wildheart at a nice 2,000 unaffected by traps. And when he's destroyed by a card effect, you get to destroy all spawn. You destroy all spawn trap cards on the field, and inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each spawn trap card destroyed. A Hero Lives. It's a common card to see in Heroes. I only run it at 2 due to the fact that that is a large amount of life points. I am thinking of putting it up to 3 because this is an E-Hero. Or not an E-Hero, this is a Masked Hero deck, and the only way to add your mask, or not your mask, your change quick play spell cards to your hand is by special summoning Shadow Mist, which is why I run 3 Call the Haunted. So I'm thinking of trading one of the boomerangs for a Hero Lives. I do have the 3 Emergency Call. I'm thinking, actually, I may just take out 1 E-Call for a single A Hero Lives. I do run 2 Form Change. I believe I've talked about Form Change in one of my other videos. But if you don't know what it does, if you missed those videos, then what it does is you target any Hero Fusion monster, whether it be Masked Hero, Elemental Hero, Destiny Hero, so long as it's a fusion monster. Even Evil Heroes, so long as it's a fusion monster, you return it to the extra deck and special summon 1 Masked Hero with the same level but a different name. So I could activate it and say return Masked Hero Vapor and special summon Dark Claw. After that, we have Mass Change. Most people know what Mass Change does, but it isn't that common, really, to be seen. The only reason most people use it is to summon Masked Hero Acid. But you target a face-up hero monster, and you send it to the graveyard, special summon a Masked Hero with the same attribute as the hero monster when it was on the field. So you can change the attributes of your monsters on the field and use this. But next up we have Mass Change Second. The only really good thing about Mass Change Second is the monster you use it on does not have to be a elemental, well, it doesn't have to be a hero monster, basically. If you activate Mass Change Second, it does cost you to discard a card, but you can use any monster with the same attribute as the Masked Hero you want to summon, but it does have to be a lower level. and I actually use in this card in my Shaddoll deck profile. If you haven't seen it, it is called Shaddoll Hero. You can go watch it on my channel, and I use it to summon Darklaw in the deck. I will get to Darklaw later. Next up we have Mask Charge. Mask Charge is a newly revealed card. It allows you to add a hero monster and change quick play spell card from your graveyard to your hand. I run 2 Miracle Fusion, and it's for some a couple more new heroes. Bottomless Trap Hole. The 3 Call the Haunted, as I said, it is to special summon Shadow Mist so I can add my change cards. And it only adds change quick plays. Next up we have Compulsion, Solemn Warning. As far as the extra deck, I do have the Miracle Fusion are mainly for Contrast Hero Chaos. He is always treated as an elemental hero monster. He takes 2 masked heroes, and he must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. While face up on the field, he is also a light monster. And once per turn, during either player's turn, you can target 1 face-up card on the field, negate that target's effects until the end of this turn. So, that's quite a nice effect, especially since it can be done on either player's turn. Then we have Elemental Hero Core. He takes 3 Elemental Hero monsters, must be fusion summoned, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, when this card is targeted for an attack, you can double this card's attack until the end of the battle phase. You can double this card's attack until the end of the damage step. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you can target 1 monster on the field, destroy that target. When this card is destroyed, either by battle or by card effect, you can target 1 level 8 or lower Elemental Hero Fusion monster in your graveyard, special summon that monster, ignoring its summoning conditions. So it is possible to use him to summon Contrast Hero Chaos, because it ignores his summoning conditions of cannot be special summoned by other ways. Most people know what Masked Hero Acid does. Whenever he's special summoned, you get to destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls. Elemental Hero Darklaw, he's a new one, although there's a lot of people who know what he does. A lot of people who played on DevPro know what he does already. He must be special summoned by Mass Change and cannot be special summoned by other ways, just like all the masked heroes. And his effect is any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. Once per turn, if your opponent adds a card or cards from their main deck to their hand, except during the draw phase, you can banish 1 random card from your opponent's hand. So he's a macrocosmos for your opponent, and if your opponent, say your opponent activates Upstart Goblin, drawing a card outside of the draw phase counts as adding a card to your hand, so you can activate his effect and banish a random card in his hand. Also, say if you used Pot of Duality, once again you can activate its effect. If you activate the effect of one of your cards to add anything from your deck to your hand, whether it's by drawing or it just puts it in your hand from the deck, his effect can activate, and it can be really devastating if he hits the wrong card. After Darklaw, we do have Masked Hero Dian. He's why I run Wildheart in the deck. He must be special summoned with Mass Change, as all of them say. When he destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you get to special summon a level 4 or lower hero monster from your deck. So, what he can do is, say you go into your battle phase, you have your Cyclone Boomerang equipped on Wildheart. Actually, no. Say you summon Bubbleman. Say you summon Bubbleman, activate Mass Change, summon Acid, destroy all your opponent's back row, or that your opponent just had no back row. And you summon Dian, your opponent has a monster. Well, you can attack it, special summon Shadow Mist, if you haven't activated any of Shadow Mist's effects this turn, which I do believe I forgot to go over her effects, and I will do that in a moment. You will get to add, you could add a Mass Change and use her for Dark Law, or Form Change to switch Dian out for one of the other level 8s. And so he sets up a lot of plays, and it actually creates a lot of potential for OTKs. Mass Charge really helps the deck because, I mean, to make one monster, it took 2 cards. It's a lot of the reason why fusions are having issues now. Miracle Fusion uses cards you've already used to make new cards. So technically that's using 1 card to get 1 card. Super Polymerization, you get rid of one of your opponent's cards, so people can still consider this a -0. Sorry, I'm messing with the mic. Okay. Next up we have Goka. He gains 100 attack for each hero monster in your graveyard. Next up we have another new card. His name is Kamikaze. He cannot be destroyed by battle, and your opponent can only attack with 1 monster during each battle phase. When he destroys any of the opponent's monsters by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you get to draw a card. Next up we have Masked Hero Koga. He's actually a lot better than I thought he was going to be. There really isn't anything except Alias to summon him, except for Form Change, but it is not a bad upgrade whatsoever. He gains 500 attack for each monster your opponent controls. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can banish 1 hero monster from your graveyard, then target 1 face-up monster on the field. It loses attack equal to the banished monster's attack until the end phase, which is actually very, very good. Then we do have Masked Hero Vapor. Most people don't know what he does, just due to the fact that he's not commonly seen. He's usually outshined by his co-partner Masked Hero Acid, who is also a water attribute. He cannot be destroyed by card effects. That's all he does. So it's not particularly powerful, but in the right situation, it is not bad. Let's see. So next up, I was going to talk to you about Shadow Mist, because I forgot to talk to you guys about Shadow Mist earlier. Shadow Mist has 2 effects. One is that if she is special summoned, you can add a quick play, or a change quick play spell card from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 hero monster from your deck to your hand, except Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. Now, as the second part is an if statement, it cannot miss timing. So say you were to be playing her in a usual Elemental Hero deck, and you activate Super Polymerization, discard Shadow Mist for a Super Poly, you will actually get the effect of the discarded Shadow Mist. You will also get the effect of any Shadow Mist you send to the graveyard as a fusion material for Super Poly. She also gets her effect when detached as an XYZ material, when used with pretty much anything. So she is a very good card. a lot of hero decks are probably going to be running an Armageddon Knight or two to send